Hi guys, and welcome to the $20 makeup challenge. This was actually a really fun video to make and a lot harder than I expected it to be. So this is all drugstore products. You only have $20 to create a party look. So you're supposed to go out and buy the makeup like just for this challenge, but I didn't want to go out and buy makeup that I wasn't going to use again. So I kind of just rounded up some pretty cheap stuff that I already had, and it totaled up to less than $20, so I figured I could use it. So I really hope that you guys enjoy this video, and if you want to see how it all went down, just keep on watching. Bye guys. Alright guys, so this is my $20 makeup challenge, and what I'm showing you right now is the Milani Cream to Powder Makeup in number 09 Buff. And while I'm applying this, since this takes a little bit, I wanted to explain to you what my total was and how I got it. So my total ended up being $19.50. So I kind of rounded things up to the nearest dollar if it wasn't exactly a dollar. So for the Milani makeup, it was like 7 something, and I just rounded it up to 8. And then the brow kit was a little bit over 3, but since I rounded up a good bit on the powder, I rounded it down to 3. And then for the e.l.f. quad that I'm going to be using, it was $1. I actually got it for free, but I counted it as $1 just to be fair. Then for my lip and cheeks, I was using a Wet n Wild lipstick in Pinkerbell, and it was in a buy one get one half off sale. So for both of them, I got them for $3, so I just counted it as $1.50. And if I didn't mention, the e.l.f. quad that I'm going to be using is in the shade Butternut, and the brow kit from Milani that I'm using is in number 01 Light. And then for my mascara, I'm using the mini Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara from the Glam Bag, which you get 4 to 5 products every month, and you pay $10. So I just counted it as $2 for that. I might have gone a little bit over if that's not what you consider. Right now, as you can see in the video, I'm going to be applying the lipstick for my cheek color, and I'm just going to continue talking about my products. So then for my eyeliner, I used the Wet n Wild gel eyeliner, which I counted as $3 just to be safe, because I did use the My Glam brush, since I always throw away the brush that comes with it. But since it did include a brush, I just made sure to put it as $3 instead of $2. And then for my eyelash curler, I just used a Sephora eyelash curler that I got on clearance for like $1 or $2. So that's how I got my total. And now, as you can see, I'm going in with the Milani brow kit. And I'm taking the dark color, and I'm actually going to be using that as a contour, which looks really strange when you see it. Like, watch. That looks so funny. But then I just blended it out just to try to give a little bit of definition to my cheekbones. Or not to my cheekbones, just to my cheeks in general. So that's me doing that right now. So then I think we're going to take a little bit of the shimmery color and apply that to the cheeks just to give a little bit of a highlight, because the lightest color in the e.l.f. quad was a little bit too glittery, so that one wasn't as jam-packed with glitter. So I just decided to use that on my cheekbones and then down the bridge of my nose. So that's what you're seeing right now, and a little bit right above my top lip, just to add draw some attention to that area. Now we're taking the eyebrow brush and we're going in with the lighter color now, and we're just going to fill in my brows, which aren't in the screen right now, but I think I realized that I was up too high, and I would slouch it down a little bit so you could see it. But yeah, so I'm just filling in my eyebrows right now. I was trying to go a little bit fast because I knew this was going to be a pretty long video, so yep, that's why it looks kind of funny, but I still haven't realized it's not in the frame, so hopefully that'll happen. Oh, there we go, like I said. So now we are done with brows, and we're going to take the e.l.f. Brightening Eye Color Quad in Butternut. And I took the peach color with that little the applicator that was in there, and I just tried to put that all over the lid. And then after that, I'm going to be taking the lightest color and putting that on the inner corners, and I believe under the brow as well. the applicator for those is like really painful. It kind of hurts because it's very rough when you're used to using a brush, so it's kind of funny. Okay, now I'm taking the lighter brown and I'm going to try to put that in the crease, but it kind of turned into a little bit of a disaster, as you will see in a second. So I practically rubbed it back off again. So these are really hard to actually apply eyeshadow with, more difficult than I had expected. And I don't think that these colors exactly work with my skin tone. They kind of look muddy on my skin, so I probably should have picked a different palette, but this is just the one that I had, so I had to work with it a little bit. So now I don't think I was very happy with what that looked like, so I decided to go in with the darker color. I'm either going to line it, yeah, I'm lining underneath right now, and then I'm going to actually pop that in the outer corner just to darken it up a little bit, because I'm not crazy about that lighter or medium brown, so I wanted to darken it a little bit. And I also didn't have extra money to use for eyeliner, so that's why I had to line the lower lash line with this shadow. So now I'm just blending it out with my fingers again, since I don't have a blending brush to do that with. So that's what it ended up looking like. It's definitely not perfect. I wish it would have looked a little bit nicer, but this colors just were not compatible. So now we are going in with the Wet n Wild Gel Eyeliner in black, and that is the My Glam eyeliner brush. So I'm used to having like a pencil point brush instead of like a flat brush, so it was very difficult for me to get the line how I wanted it. So it kind of took me a little bit longer than usual. So that's what you're going to be seeing right now. And as I get out of frame again, I hope that I realize that I was up too high. The bad thing is those brushes aren't like great quality either, so when you're used to using like a Sigma brush, which is like very, very, very nice, and you have to go and use one of those brushes, it's a lot more difficult to apply your makeup with it. And just like the eyeshadow applicators, which if you're used to using a brush, it's a lot more difficult than you would think, because for as long as I can remember, I've never used one of those applicators. I've always had a brush of some kind. So it was very strange to have to do makeup with one of those for me. And as I get out of the frame again, just probably trying to fix up that wing like always, because they're never exactly the same, which kills me. Okay, so it looks like we're done with that. Now we're going to go in with the Sephora Mini Travel Lash Curler and just curling the lashes. Okay, so now we're going to take the Tarte's Lights Camera Lashes Mascara, and I believe this one is in the color black. At least I don't see a color name on the bottle, but I would just assume that it's black. I'm going to be completely honest, I'm not a huge fan of that mascara. I mean, it's okay. This is the mascara I usually use in my travel makeup bag just because it's small, but I wouldn't go out and purchase this full-sized. So I think we're almost done here. So now we're going to go in with that same lip color from Wet n Wild in Pinkerbell, and we're just going to apply that to our lips, and then we are going to be done. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. This is the final look right here. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.